Right, hello there, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and of the Hunter Call of the Wild community, and welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild to yet again another great one video. But I really enjoy grinding for great ones, and every time I get a great one, I'll always make a video on it. So here we are with my 58th great one in Call of the Wild, Mr. 10 Fabled Tar. There he is. Hello, sir. Well, there's a little bit of context to this great one, so I'll discuss that right now. So I'd been grinding for 4 or 5 days at this point, and I spotted him after 1,500 kills. Now, you're probably a bit like, why did you say spotted, not he spawned after 1,500 kills? It's because he's in a zone called Once and Never Again, where I'll load up the map, and this zone will be here at the very beginning of the grind, and then say I grind 5-6 hours, that will be the only time I see it in that 5 or 6 hours, as for some reason after I shoot it once when I first log on the map, I'll never see it again. For some reason this zone just never pops up back here. It's the only zone in my tar grind that does it. It confuses me, but the only way I can get them back in that zone is to leave the game, go to the main menu, or my game crashes. And my game did crash after, I think, 5-6 hours on the 5th day. My game crashed, and I was a little bit demotivated. I was like, oh, thanks, game. I'm on next-gen console, and I'm still crashing. But maybe it crashed for a reason, because as I loaded back in and continued the grind, I went to this zone, and lo and behold, Mr. 10 Fabled was there. So maybe the game wanted me to crash to then find what I finally earned after hours and days of grinding, and I had no idea. Kind of a failure on my part for not really reloading the game sooner to get the zone back in, but what can I say? I was just really like in that mindset of just constantly going, so that's really just what I did. But yes, for those of you who've just seen, I shot him with the 308. I'm now comfortable enough I might use the bow on the next Great One Tar. So anyone booing that I used another AR kill on a Great One Tar, don't worry, the bow is coming. But there he is, Mr. 10 Fabled Scars, which is one of those ones I kind of forgot but recently remembered was a great one, and I kind of wanted it for a little bit in my lodge, which I'll explain when we go there. He scores 116.35, my mediocre Fabled Tar, I guess, but let's go to the Trophy Lodge to talk about him a little bit more in detail and see him properly, really, because I think everything looks way better in the Trophy Lodge than it does in the Harvest Screen. And I really hope they make a bigger lodge soon. I really need the space. But for those of you who remember, this guy was in the back room in the middle pedestal. He's had to move here, and the Great One Fox is in the room that we've just looked at. So don't worry, the fox hasn't disappeared. I've just, moved him to a quieter area where him and his rabies can, chill. But there he is, Mr. 10 Fabled Scars. He's going to be called, what's a really cool name? Scar, because I know I'm a little bit of a fan of The Lion King at the moment, and the tar behind him, the Fabled Golden, is actually called Mufasa. So I've got Mufasa and Scar. You know what? I'm actually very happy the Scar tar spawned, because you know what? I have a little reference now. It's kind of funny. But that's a great image, by the way. I think it's my PlayStation home screen at the moment. I also, at the time of recording, the Grey Wolves have been announced to have their new models. I really hope to see the Albino and the Mellow look great in those new models. But there he is, 58th Great One, and at the time of this, I was grinding for my 59th, and I may or may not have succeeded in that. So to see that video, stay safe, happy hunting, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and have a good one.